All right, this is just going to be a review of Friday's price action, which was February 13th. So yeah, and I want to go over the trade that I was looking at and why I felt why I took the trade on YM. But just like I had anticipated in the previous day, um, I was looking for this was the daily here, and on the 4 hour, I was looking at um, this 4 hour gap here, this BISI here on all assets, right back at EQ of the daily order block on YM. You can see we're also at EQ here of this range. So we have a daily rebalance point at a 4 hour gap. So um, this is the area in which I was looking for price to hit before rebalancing and expanding, which happened going into the evening, right? So if you look at like, sorry. So if you look at Friday here in the morning, excuse me, oops. The reason why I wanted to take YM is because, excuse me, oops, YM hit also its previous week rebalance point, right? Okay, but more important that I like the structure more, and I've been trying to test out taking. I would like to take more trades on YM, and I haven't, so I wanted to test that. But I have been taking like YM trades, and with the GXT, one is leading, and then they strength switch. So, anyways, my targets was at least before looking to go lower, I wanted to see previously EQ, or at least previously EQ representing body only. That's what I was looking for. We can see that here it is on the daily on YM. I had annotated this inverse BISI, right? That's what I wanted to see price get to. So, anyways, going into the morning, and this is why I'll back it up here. And I'll show it on both assets so you can play it through of why I thought one was better than the other. Um, okay. Okay, so here's 9:30. Okay, so this is what, right? So I'm anticipating YM to rebalance at least to this gap here. Um, right? At least here. Okay, and so anyways, 9:30. Where are you? Right here, right? We open high, we build this OB, right? But the thing that's important here is that we end up selling off on YM first, right? So we end up manipulating lower, okay? And you can see here that we end up running back here, and then NQ catches up. So YM, I'm looking at as the leading asset here, right? Okay. So then when we get down here, I was watching time and price here, right? And right, so this is 42. And I noted this, in my opinion, I felt like the structure. And to be honest, I thought we were going to need to on YM. Notice how we did rebalance to the 4 hour gaps on both ES and NQ. So I wasn't sure if this rebalance, I knew YM would open initially and run lower to rebalance over here, but I wasn't sure if it was to find and get discount in here. So I was waiting. But then we put in this wick, and so the only reason I wanted to take YM is because I thought the structure was cleaner. Because you can see here this tiny little fair value gap. I felt like this one was super clear. We closed above. This looks intentional to me versus NQ, right? Close above. Then we open low and we use this to rebalance. Boom, right? Then we take the range, EQ, we come back, win 45. 45 opens high, but that doesn't mean anything, right? We have to wait and see. What's really going on is it's going to rebalance here, back to EQ to then consolidate. So, anyways, so I took longs. Let me put my right here. After this candle on 44 open low, I took that. And then I added here on the closure of, I think, yeah, the closure of 51. And you can see that, right? This had then NQ follows suit, right? And then, let's see, where did I? Is that where we SMT'd? I can't remember. Yeah, well, I closed out somewhere here. I can't remember. It was Friday. But anyways, this was a clean run to this high because this high got taken already, right? So we had this is an SMT high, but in reality it wasn't. We were going to consolidate and then for YM to strength switch to catch up to run this high out. This is why I took the trade. Is because the asset, right, had already taken the draw here, right? Well, we ran it up here, right? But my point is like it was still available. So even after it was taken and within consolidation, I knew we would run to this high. So this was the trade I took from like here to here. So anyways, that was Friday.